Hello, my beauties and bees. Thank you for dropping by this evening for another episode of Sci Fails to watch me get triggered about some terrible, terrible science. I also lose my headphones. Hold on. I feel like I'm losing them anyway. Anyway, all right. Welcome to an episode of Sci Fails that's going to trigger me, and you guys get to watch me. Try to keep my cool while this is going on. So what we're talking about today is we're back into the animal kingdom. I did take a detour into talking about the notorious windmill cancer and all that on previous episodes, but we are back in the animal kingdom where I am definitely a lot more comfortable. And today we are going to be discussing hierarchy in wolves, which is, in my opinion, it gets pretty cringe, but we'll see what you guys think. Hold on, why is this so small? Surely I can have it bigger than that. Yeah, at least like that. So we're gonna watch a video where they get a lot of stuff wrong, and it's going to be fun. This one was called "How Wolf Packs Are Organized: Hierarchy in the Wolf Pack." It is by this channel called Animal Wide. It has 2.42 subscribers. This video has 24K views. It's only 3 months old. We are looking at only 9 comments. Nothing too noteworthy in the comments, but let's see what the content of the video actually says. So we've already talked about how personifying animals on this channel, we've talked about how that becomes problematic when it comes to their behavior and why they're behaving in the way they are. It's called ethology in animals, and it's a very complex study of zoology. And back when we had a lot of these early ideas about the way wolves organize their packs, is wrong. Oh, it's muted. Glad I caught it early on. Let's see. All right, let's let it play.
Among the gloomy and mysterious expanses of wild nature, a wolf pack leads its cruel and complex struggle for survival. They are...
See, it's talking about being cruel. I can't wrap my head around that. And it's not cruel. It's nature. Yes, nature can be cruel, but the wolves are just trying to live their lives, right?
They are united in an amazingly organized hierarchy where every decision can be a matter of life or death.
That's the thing, yeah. This notion of wolves in this hierarchy is just bollocks. Yeah, what Ring says, it's prison rules for wolves, and then they say that this is how wolves act, this is how wolves behaved in our observations, but those observations were based completely on how they behaved in a captive environment. Let me see here. Tierzoo did a good video on Deinonychus versus Smilodon. I'm guessing that's a typo. Deinonychus versus Smilodon. When was Tierzoo starting to do animal versus animal videos? No way. That's kind of crazy to think about. I'm wanting to start doing animal versus animal debates. I'm ready to start doing. I've been bugging my friends that do in the debate community to do it. I want to do like a lion versus tiger debate, T-Rex versus Carcharodontosaurus or Giganotosaurus or something like that. Let's do it. Smilodon versus Deinonychus. I'm here for it. How about Velociraptor versus I don't know, a cheetah or something. How about great white, or yeah, not great white, megalodon versus, well, hell, you can put megalodon against a lot of things. The giant crocs, giant snakes, yeah, I don't know anybody who would defend a megalodon, titanoboa against a megalodon, but there's people that will. You know, I will have to watch that. Utah Raptor. Okay. Utah Raptor versus Smilodon. Some of the channels that I watch that help me to find out what bad videos to cover, they cover Tier Zoo too. It's kind of funny. They're like, oh yeah, here's all the things Tier Zoo. They'll do Tier Zoo just like it's one of these videos. It's kind of funny because the production value that goes into Tier Zoo, but they go through and debunk the stuff that Tier Zoo drops too. It's crazy.
But what happens behind the scenes of this fascinating world? How is the power divided within the pack? How do wolves hunt and ensure the well-being of their family? You will find the answers to all these questions right now. Wolves differ from other predators in that they gather in packs and maintain a strict hierarchy within them.
Most animals that live in groups retain a hierarchy, and you could call them. I mean, they're the only animal that lives in packs because when hyenas do it, we call it a clan. When birds do it, we call it a flock. When gonks do it, we call it a herd. Actually, gonks aren't predators. I digress. We need to insert more gonks into this stream. But yeah, wolves aren't alone as being the only animals that hunt in groups with strict hierarchies. Even when chimpanzees and baboons hunt. Megalodon would wreck Dunkleosteus ring. I'll debate you on that if you think that Dunk stands even a minute chance against the Megalodon. I will take that bet. Oh yeah, wolves versus hyenas is absolutely my favorite. I think I actually did a video on wolves versus hyenas at some point. On my Breeze Bestiary channel, which is now transitioning back over here, which is kind of funny.
Each animal has its own role necessary in their struggle for the survival of the entire wolf family. The wolf is an intelligent, cautious, and strong animal. Its coloring and fur allow it to camouflage perfectly and survive in forest conditions in any weather. The wolf's main working tool is its hearing. Regardless,
it smells pretty important too. Hearing, smell. Eyesight, they depend on their eyesight about the same amount as we do, though. Their sense of smell and hearing are just better than ours. Their sense of taste is better than ours too.
Of the animal's state,
we have a better tactile sense than they do. Who's that?
It constantly listens to the surrounding space, capturing the slightest sounds that are imperceptible to human ears. Distinguishing the causes and reasons behind these sounds. Be it
oh my gosh, birds, that wolf is so beautiful.
Capturing the slightest sounds that are imperceptible to human ears. Distinguishing the causes and reasons behind these sounds. Be it footsteps, bird cries, or something else. The wolf's sense of sight is equally impressive. Thanks to its keen eyesight, the wolf can discern moving objects, animals, humans, and birds from a...
Yes, eyesight allows you to see moving objects. Paleo memeing. Oh yeah, with Chunky Donkey versus Megalodon. Yeah, people do want to take that bet. Yeah, non-camouflage wolves. Wolves are perfectly camouflaged. Well, this one laid down and it was like a snowy horizon. It might look like snow. They're doing their best, Ring. They're doing their best to camouflage. They not like Arctic foxes, which are the canids that do the best camouflage, in my opinion, because they follow the snowshoe hare route and turn brown in the spring and then turn white in the autumn.
Significant distance, even at night. The wolf can notice any changes in its familiar environment, the appearance of unfamiliar objects, and even differences in people's equipment and behavior. The animal primarily receives information through...
Yeah, we dogs are smart. Super smart. That's why we were able to domesticate them. Yeah, and they definitely can tell a lot about a person by looking at them, what they're carrying and how they're carrying themselves. Dogs pay a lot of attention to body cues, to how a person stands or moves. They're very cautious animals.
Through hearing, clarifies it with sight, and ultimately identifies it through scent. In the forest, it can detect its prey's scent from hundreds of meters away. Wolves are recognized as the most bloodthirsty population on Earth. Centuries
What?
of
Say what?
prey's scent from hundreds of meters away. Wolves are recognized as the most bloodthirsty population on Earth.
By who? Who's out there saying wolves are the most bloodthirsty population on Earth? Where are you getting that from? I'm confused. Please clarify.
Centuries of evolution have made their sense of smell incredibly keen. They can smell their prey from even 2 kilometers away. When combined with their acute hearing and the ability to cover many kilometers, it becomes a truly deadly combination. And despite all these characteristics, one cannot disagree that wolves are an essential link in the ecosystem. Without them, infections and rabies among forest animals would be inevitable. Wolves regulate population numbers and free the forests from weak and sick animals. There are 7 main species of...
Well, I mean, that's the apex predator's job, right? To take out the weak of the largest herbivores in the biome. That's their role. So, yeah.
Of wolves, each differing in appearance, size, and habitat. Just look at how beautiful they all are. They are all united by one thing: their social behavior and impeccable organization within the pack. Many people believe that it would be quite beneficial if humans adopted the pack organization scheme from these predators. Let's see what leads them to draw such conclusions. The attached photo clearly shows the structure of a wolf pack. When on the move, they all take their designated positions. The oldest animals lead...
I think Farley changed his position, didn't he? Isn't Farley the guy who was like, oh, alpha, beta, and all that? And then he's like, oh, wait, no, that's wrong. Or was that somebody else? Hold on, who coined the term alpha wolf? That wasn't a Never Cry Wolf, was it? Alpha wolf. Okay, I got it. Alpha Wolf is a Australian new metalcore band formed in 2013. Alpha Wolf. Alpha Ethology. There we go. Who coined it? Hold on, I shouldn't be looking at this without showing you guys what resources I'm using. It's like I'm teaching you to fish instead of showing you how I fish. Or telling you about how I fish. So... this is Dominance Hierarchy Alpha Ethology, which is just a stub of a site of a page by itself, because there's plenty here to tell us what it's about, but it doesn't tell us who coined the term alpha. You just put it in my head rings, that's why I was wanting to look. Conflict over dominance, game theory, regulation of mechanics, hormonal control, brain pathways. Where's history? Birds, eusocial insects. Let's just... Anyway, yeah, here, we're going to continue on.
Lead the way, determining the pace of movement. The next group consists of seasoned adult wolves. The center is taken by the pack's most valuable members, who are guarded by the entire pack: the she-wolf and the pups. The strongest wolves walk in the back. They are the best warriors. At some distance behind them walks
this
the
has
alpha...
been long debunked. This image here, that is not what's happening. And there it is. It was Rudolf Schinkel. Rudolf Schinkel was the one who reviewed the. I guess David Mack was important in popularizing the term in 1947 when Schinkel wrote. Here we go. I'm going to pull this back over here. And then we need to rewind because this image is kind of famous. Yeah, here we go. So, it's just from the Google search who coined alpha wolf. Rudolf Schinkel, a Swiss animal behaviorist, coined the term alpha wolf in 1947. Schinkel's paper, Expressions Studies of Wolves, introduced the idea of the alpha wolf. Schinkel observed that male and female wolves seem to compete to become the dominant within the group. He based the concept of the idea that wolves fight within a pack to gain dominance, and the winner is the alpha wolf. L. David Mesh, I think it's Mesh, is how you say that last name. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Another researcher of wolves included the term in his book. I don't know why it's got that on the drop down. I thought I'd have his book on the drop down. This feature seems to be a fail, Google. Mesh first studied wolves in the zoo and coined the term alpha wolf. However, he later studied wolves in the wild and regretted coining the term. Mesh said there is no such thing as an alpha male or female in a wolf pack. Exactly. It's a misunderstanding of wolf behavior. Now let's talk about this image right here. I have... And if you're wondering why I'm having to type all this stuff in, because I accidentally closed this this tab when I when I was transitioning to try to stop it from playing the sunny days thing. It was annoying. Here we go. All right. So we got this viral image. Say the photo shows a pack of wolves walking in a single line in the snow, being led by the sick. All right. So the three wolves in the front are either old or sick. They walk in the front to lead the way so as to set the pace. The five wolves behind them are the strongest. They protect the front in case they are attacked. The middle group consists of newborn pregnant females and young wolves. They are fully protected from the front as well as the back. The five wolves behind the middle group are also among the strongest. They protect the backside. The last and the lone wolf in the back is the leader, ensuring no one is left behind. He keeps the pack tight and cohesive. Also, in case of an ambush, he remains active to run in any direction to protect the pack. The image was flagged as part of Facebook's effort to combat false information on its news feed. The caption is not accurate. The pack is not led by one animal. The rest following a single file line to save energy. So the pack is being led by one animal with the rest following a single file to save energy. Yeah. So a massive pack of 25 timber wolves hunting on the Arctic Circle in northern Canada. In midwinter, the Wood Buffalo National Park temperature hover around negative 40 degrees Celsius. The wolf pack, led by the alpha female, travels in a single file through the deep snow to save energy. The size of the pack is a sign of how rich their prey base is during the winter when the bison are more restricted by poor feeding and deep snow. The wolf pack in this national park the wolf packs in this national park are the only wolves in the world that specialize in hunting bison 10 times their size. And they have grown to be the largest and most powerful wolves on Earth. However, despite the popular understanding of how wolf packs work, some scientists dispute the term alpha. In the 1999 paper, Alpha Status, Dominance, and Division of Labor in Wolf Packs, wolf expert L. David Mesh wrote that in natural wolf packs, the alpha male or female are merely the parents of the pack. Mesh said that after years of observation, he saw no dominance contests among wild wolves. Calling a wolf an alpha is usually no more appropriate than referring to a human parent or a doe deer as an alpha. Mesh wrote, any parent is dominant to its young offspring, so alpha adds no information. Why not refer to an alpha female as the female parent or mother or matriarch? The breeding female, the matriarch, or simply the mother, yeah, or mama. Mama wolf and papa wolf. I like that. Such a designation emphasizes not the animal's dominant status, which is trivial information, but its role as pack progenitor, which is critical information. The photograph in the post is real and unaltered, but its caption is incorrect. The pack is not being led by the older sick wolves, and the alpha or leader is not bringing up the rear. In reality, the strong wolf leader in the pack, the strong wolf leads the pack single file in order to save energy to get through deep snow. This post is false. And I'd anticipate that they probably when the snow's too deep, they probably alternate to conserve energy too. They wouldn't want one wolf to wear itself out completely, beating the path. I bet there's a handful of them that take turns in the front when the snow's really deep. But yeah, walking through snow sucks. It's always easier to follow somebody else's path. All right, back to the video. Spreading bullshit.
Leader who keeps the pack under their control and ensures its safety.
Nope.
In reality, the pack structure is truly impeccable, not only when they travel. In the wild, survival depends on adherence to unbreakable laws, and the wolf pack is a vivid example of this
Unbreakable
premise.
laws. Are you talking about ecological rules? I don't know what you're talking about.
The number of individuals in a pack can vary from 3 to 40. However, there is always only one alpha leader. Usually, it is the wisest and strongest male, but it can also be the alpha female. The alpha leader bears the responsibility for hunting and safety, maintaining order within the pack. Observations have shown that the alpha leader is always equally calm and friendly towards...
As we just read, there is no alpha leader. There's no alpha leader at all. That's not a concept that exists in wolf packs.
all members of their family. In certain situations, they may even defer to the pack in decision-making. By the way, do you know how to unmistakably identify the leader of the pack? Pay attention to the tail. The leader's tail always points upward. The same applies to packs of dogs.
This is also BS. Also some BS right there. So just so you know.
Pack significance has its tail positioned horizontally to the ground. The weakest individuals tuck their tails between their legs. The leader makes the most important and crucial decisions.
So that's a
What to do in
mischaracterization
times of
too,
danger,
that they
where to hunt, where to
hold
go.
on.
The leader
Like the weakest individuals tuck their tails. Tucking your tail is they speak with their tails to each other. When they're close together, they don't howl and grumble at each other. They raise and lower their tails, and they raise and lower their ears, and they move their lips a certain way, and they may point their eyes a certain direction, or they may take a specific pose. They communicate with with cues, with physical cues, both on the hunt and just like hanging out as a wolf pack, and on the move. I imagine too, especially on the move, that the position and direction of the tail is probably like super important to navigating. There's I got some papers on this. Hold on. Continue. Go to site. There we go. Yeah, here's another article about how alpha is bullshit. Right here. And explaining the history, how it was misunderstood from 1947. Right? This is not and this being debunked is not like new, right? Anyway.
leader carries all the responsibility but also enjoys some privileges. They have the right to choose a mate, discipline others, and have the first access to a meal. However, the pups can vie for the opportunity to share this right with the leader. The leader never objects because pups are the pack's hope and its future. The pups make up a special caste.
You're just making stuff up at this point. You're just inventing your own scenario here where this is what happens. Where on Earth did you get the impression that that was a thing? Are you talking about lions, maybe, where the big male will let the cubs eat with him? Because the big male, he gets in the pride of lions, the male does generally get to eat first. That's something that is observed, but not, as far as I'm aware, anyway. Nothing like what you're talking about here for wolves actually exists in nature. If it does, point it out to me, because I must have missed it.
They receive special care from the pack, just like the female who nurses them. In case of danger, they are the first ones to be led away. They are raised not only by their mother, but also by the young animal.
Because the mother is the mother of the entire pack, and generally the siblings of the pups. So they have a connection with one another, and they're close, and they can bond with each other. And yeah, that's normal. I don't know why you're acting like it's something obscure or something new that you're teaching us about.
Animals from previous litters. They teach and mentor the pups. However, the main role in their upbringing is still played by the she-wolf, who gives birth to multiple generations of pups. The female's experience and wisdom are highly valued within the pack. The pups are allowed
Well, I mean, that's kind of true. We just saw that in that other video, right? Or yeah, or that article about the photo. Yeah, they were being led by the alpha female at that time. So it's not like that's a obscure concept again, to have a female leader. Wolves follow whoever the leader is, male, female. It doesn't. It's really just a matter of time and place.
Do anything, and they are always forgiven for all of their childish antics. After all, the stronger and healthier they are, the stronger the pack will be in the future. The only things expected from them are obedience and learning. Just take a look at how tenderly and lovingly the pack treats the pups. Another protected layer within the family consists of old and sick wolves. Like elderly humans, they've earned their status through years of devoted service to the pack. They are provided protection and are always ensured sustenance. But why do they lead the pack during travel? It's quite simple and smart, actually. They set the pace because if the seasoned wolves were to go in front, the weak ones would lag behind and most likely perish. This way, they all move at a pace that is comfortable for the elderly individuals. That's the first inconsistency in the myths about these fearsome predators. They always show care not only for their offspring, but also for their weak and elderly.
Well, they think because they're a family, right? It's a family. Yes, they are a mother and father and their offspring. Let me see. Let me read some of the comments here from the side chat real quick before I get too far into things. I was just trying to fix my wolf video thing that I was going to play at the end of this. Protects one's backside. What are we talking about here? Y'all, I've been really chatty since I started talking about wolves. People like wolves. Okay, oh, that's the last thing we said about the camouflage. The Three Little Pigs and Red Riding Hood started the campaign against them, Vandalia says. I think the campaign, our battle with wolves probably dates back to when we first moved out of Africa. As soon as we moved out of Africa, we probably started conflicting with all the local predators, wolves, cats, everything. And it's like, oh shit, these things are different than the ones we faced back home. Of course, they came from Africa, so they were prepared. The whole point of Never Cry Wolf was wolves aren't bloodthirsty killers, hence my Farley Moat comment in response to the video. Okay, yeah, I get you. I know who Farley Moat is. And I was thinking that maybe I was getting him mixed up with Milch, because they both wrote about wolves in the 70s. Used to play in the forest and had a large population of wolves when I was a kid. I felt like always being watched. That's so cool. I wish I lived someplace where there was wild wolves. I mean, it probably would have been sad because I had, like, they come and get cats and dogs and stuff. Nom nom nom. But Because society doesn't work by prison rules. Exactly. Prison rules don't work outside of the cage. I don't know how to work and play. Got taters planted. Came in for whiskey and pickled cravings. Oh, John. Sounds like you're ready to chillax for the day. Protect one's backside. You probably were being watched, P. Yeah. Beck, you probably were. P. Beck. They're shy around people, but they observe us from a distance. Yeah, most predators are like that about humans. Sizing up lunch, maybe. Yeah, no. They probably did weigh the odds of at some point when you were out there. If I grab this kid, how many hunters are going to come out here and start shooting us and killing us? And decided against it. I've seen wolves, but I only observe from a distance. Now, prairie wolves are coyotes. Are you talking about real wolves or prairie wolves? Because, that's lame. Been within 20 feet of them. That's pretty cool. Seems they were doing the same. Alpha female wolf is the move. Yeah. Why not females more deadly than males? I mean, it's again subjective to the situation, the time and place. Never mess with a mama? Absolutely not. Do the wolf... What was that about wolf laws? There we go. Do the wolf laws come from a wolf law giver? Yeah. They're so precious. The puppies, I know they're adorable. That would be Bigfoot, AR. About... Bigfoot hands down the wolf laws. That makes sense. Aw, yes, Dave, president of the woods. Imagine the gopher diaper. What? I don't know where that came from. Baby Cake is the alpha female in my house. She rules everyone else, including me. One day a week with y'all ain't enough. Well, I mean, I'm doing 2 shows a week now. I'm doing Creation Watch and its own thing. So my idea on that was this channel to be more science-based and stuff. And that channel will be the fun one where I dunk on bad science, or not bad science, on creationist ideas like young Earth and flat Earth and that kind of stuff. And over here be more for cryptids and then animal myths, which is what this is going to be. And then with bestiary. So here we're going to debunk science. We're going to do cryptids, then science myths, and then we do the bestiary. The bestiary today is so cool. You guys got to stick around for it. It is so cool. I promise you'll love it.
Kin. Young and strong wolves hunt and guard the pack, just like special forces. They can be either males or females.
Not like special forces. What are you talking about? They're like a family protecting their kids from other things.
If necessary, they will be the first ones to engage in battle and take the brunt of it. The highest ranking warrior, the beta male, will step in for the alpha leader.
The beta male. No, there's no alpha, no beta. The male, the beta male would probably be the oldest son or what have you. Or the oldest, perhaps a grandson, but probably more often the oldest son.
If they die or become incapable of leading, there will be no fights for leadership rights. The laws of the pack can be harsh, but they are also fair. Everyone obeys the rules, while the punishment for breaking them can even be death. However, these rules are also somewhat lenient. A young and strong male can voluntarily leave the pack to find a mate, establish his own family, or start a new wolf pack and become its leader. When choosing a mate, the wolf does it once and for life. These animals are monogamous, and if one of the pair dies, the other remains alone forever, while their lifespan...
Now, that's also another myth that's not necessarily true. Wolves can mate for life, and it's often the case, but it's more complicated than that.
...span shortens drastically. The wolf pack is always united, organized, and ready for battle. The territory it occupies can be quite extensive, spanning over 1,000 square kilometers. Usually, these are hunting grounds well populated with prey. However, if this variable changes, the alpha leader will take the family and lead them to another area with better food resources. Usually, the leader's decisions are accepted without question, but if...
I mean... They have a natural migration pattern. Well, the Arctic wolves that they've been talking about this whole time do. where they follow herds of bison. They follow herds of caribou, or they can follow herds of musk oxen. But they have migrational patterns where they follow the game animals. So, I mean, to an extent, yes, they are being led by an individual, but they're following the herd too, so to speak.
If anyone shows disrespect or behaves aggressively, the alpha leader has every
Don't say that, AR. That makes me sad.
right to expel the saboteur. Fortunately, this happens extremely rarely. A lone wolf will be forced to rely solely on their own strength in both battle and searching for food. Other packs may not accept them, and their life will be very challenging. If wolves lack food for some reason, they are willing to take any action necessary. This video, captured by a surveillance camera, once again proves how fearless wolves are and how well coordinated their work is. The pack doesn't show any fear or try to remain unnoticed as they storm in full combat formation into the yard of his rural house. Their victim was a domestic dog, which the predators swiftly dealt with on the spot before carrying off their prey into the woods. Quick, silent as a shadow, they accomplished their task in a matter of minutes.
Jesus Christ, what is today? Is a dead dog morning or something? I didn't mean to do that. That's two segments of the show. 2 segments of the show. And I should have put in parentheses behind. It should have been, what's the name of the show today? Live from the Hive, December 9th, 2023. And then put in parentheses behind that, the dog dies. Huh.
When communicating with each other, wolves have many options: facial expressions, howling, barking, and growling. Interestingly, the popular belief about wolves howling at the moon is completely untrue. Through howling, they communicate, convey important information, mourn, or prepare for a joint.
I was just teasing you, AR. Calm down. I wasn't really mad. I'm not really crying either. Just sad that I didn't mean to cover the dog dies twice in a row. I had asked for a donation to the Red Wolf reintroduction program down here for my birthday a few years ago. Then they canceled it. Assholes don't understand predators are necessary. And the Red Wolf are so endangered. There's like 40 of them left in the wild. Like 40. That's crazy.
Hunt. They understand each other perfectly, although sometimes their howling resembles...
And to be clear, there's only 2 species of wolves. There's the gray wolf, which lives all over North America, or like Canada and western United States and Mexico. It's all the same species, the gray wolf. Every wolf in the old world is a gray wolf. And then there's a little tiny pocket of our red wolves that we have left. There are 40 of them left. The only other species of wolf in the world lives in North Carolina. And there's less than 100 of them. Less than 50 of them last time I checked.
Haunting melody. Wolves mark their territory just like dogs and fiercely defend it against encroachment by other wolves. Intruders are mercilessly punished. Every summer, the pack disperses, but only within its own territory. Some find mates, while...
So what they do is when the snow melts and everything, they go off and they hunt small game by themselves and live off of, they may live off some fish. There's some wolves that live, that do go into the sea and live off of the bounty of the sea. There's wolves that maybe they'll go live inland and hunt hare and rabbits, pika maybe if they get up into the mountain areas. Live in the forest, hunt some squirrels and deer by themselves. That's something they can do.
Others simply wander around aimlessly. However, with the arrival of autumn, the pack
just because you think it's aimless doesn't mean it's aimless.
Reunites. The day when the pups are born brings the greatest joy to the pack. They seem to celebrate this event by gathering in small groups. This usually happens in April. Wolves adore their pups. The prevailing opinion that wolves are bloodthirsty and merciless creatures is not entirely accurate. First and foremost, these predators are wonderful and devoted family animals. They are caring pack members and exceptional parents. They do their best to find a place to live far away from humans, and it's not their fault that with each passing year, humans take away larger parts of their territory. By hunting for entertainment and interfering with nature, humans take what hasn't been intended for them. That's all for today, friends. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and see you soon.
Okay, so there's a lot of videos like this out there. Just like this, but one of them really stood out to me. It was like really short, but it really stood out to me as like it's super bad. These are just some different papers I had pulled up on wolves and their ethology and stuff. Dominance hierarchy, what we were just looking at. Where'd it go? Maybe I closed it. Yeah, there was one that was really bad that I saw that was Hierarchy Unleashed, maybe, that used like clips from nature.
Have you ever wondered who's really in charge when it comes to a wolf pack? Let's delve into the fascinating world of wolves and their social structure, beginning with the top tier, the alphas. In the wilderness, a wolf pack may comprise up to 20 members, and at the heart of it all are the alpha pair. They are the leaders, the decision makers, the ones who guide the pack.
This is another one of these bad channels, though. It has bad information. Nature's Wonders and Beyond. Lots of wolf stuff up here for you, because it knows I looked up wolves. We got lots of wolf information that they're trying to promote here. Should I say wolf disinformation? Some interesting facts about wolves, but they still use the notion that they have alphas and betas and stuff. What weirdness is this? Anyway, before I end this segment, let me share that video I was going to share. This is the wolves in their natural habitat, showing them, they satellite tracked them, right? And to show how the packs interact with each other. Hopefully that's not too loud, but I can't actually hear it on this end. White wolf pack hasn't showed up yet. Blue and green seem to be interlacing together a bit. They won't go north of these lakes. Now the white pack's being monitored. That doesn't mean the white pack didn't exist before this, they just started monitoring them. And the white pack and the blue pack seem to overlap quite a bit. I imagine these runs where they go way out, away from their main area, or maybe things where they're chasing some game, running it down. All right, that was our wolves. I hope you enjoyed that for this segment. All right, thank you for sticking around and watching Sci-Fails as we explored the hierarchy, alleged hierarchy of wolves. Please remember to be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time.